Hello, welcome to Cinema Savvy. We are still very much in a James Bond mindset right now, and it is a slight change to the programming. Obviously, over the last God knows how many weeks now, plus 20 weeks, we've been reviewing each and every single one of the James Bond films, and obviously that will continue. Next week, we'll have Skyfall, which is the big 50th anniversary James Bond film, which will be really fun to get to. But if you saw our update video, you know that we're adding in, well, we are in the process of adding in, this is actually the first video that we're doing this, adding in more James Bond videos, more James Bond content. We're absolutely loving it. And this is our first tier list that we've ever done on the channel. So bear with us. Hopefully it goes okay. And we're going to be ranking all of the James Bond themes. Now, this isn't sort of credit themes or potential James Bond themes that could have been but never saw the light of day. This is the canon list of James Bond themes. We might not have all the James Bond films out at the moment, but we will have a ranking of those once we get No Time to Die. But we do have 25 James Bond songs. Actually, I believe there's 26 in this list because we get two for On Her Majesty's Secret Service with the main theme and All the Time in the World. This is going to be a really fun one to dive into, I think. If you are going to rank anything with Bond, you either rank the Bonds themselves, there's Bond girls, villains, the films themselves, but the music is so crucial to Bond, isn't it? So I think this is going to be really interesting because over the last few weeks, we already know that we have really different opinions on some of these songs. One comes to mind immediately, which is going to be really fun to see where that places on the list. But yeah, obviously, you guys at home watching this too, we want to hear from some of your favorite themes, either your tip-top favorite or just ones that you really enjoy as we go through this thing. This is going to be a really fun video today. But before we go into it, over to George for the socials.
Absolutely, guys. So this is new for all of us. The first ever time there's been a tier video on the channel. So there might be some more of different things. Whoever knows, 60th anniversary next year, maybe more Bond stuff. But that being said, we want to hear from you guys below. Comment your thoughts, your favorite Bond themes. If you've seen our episodes, we'd have gone into them in their own section anyway. So you'll probably the gist of our thoughts, but grouping them together is going to be quite exciting. I've never done this before in my life either. I've just had my playlist. So comment below your thoughts, hit the subscribe button, and there is a link in the description below to the exact same tier list that we're going to be using. We've set this up between us. It's got all of our, we've got the album covers. We've not nabbed anyone else's. This is one that we've done ourselves. Obviously, we can't claim copyright because it's James Bond, isn't it? But yes, tweet us your photos, get them done, downloaded, tweet it to us after this video is up. During this video, if you're really that eager, but we want to see them, we'll get back to you with them as well. So please do that. And as we said, there's a lot of Bond stuff coming out. Facebook to find us, social media, is Facebook Cinema Savvy, Twitter at Cinema_Savvy, letterboxd.com/Cinema Savvy, and also in the link below, we've got the T Public store. But as Chris said, Skyfall is coming Tuesday the 21st, and a very quick hype up of the quiz coming next Thursday, the 23rd of September, a James Bond quiz. So we're getting the
Oh, we've lost George.
Is back out. Got more Bond stuff
we
before
lost
we get
George
to,
on the quiz.
No Time.
Oh, sorry. You cut out there a second.
Sorry. Just saying,
we got you back.
The quiz is coming next Thursday, the 23rd. We'll be live. We'll have more details probably next week. As I said, we are pre-recording this, but we will be live for the quiz. So we'll be able to get you guys in the comments. But next Thursday, 24th, as I said, the Bond hype is here. We are getting closer and closer. By the time this goes up, we'll be 14 days away, which is insane to think about. But that being said, I'm going to hand over to Tate, who has a bit more knowledge of tier lists than myself, to give us the lowdown.
Yes. So, George, if you want to share my screen for the moment, so we can have a look at it. I hope that I've got it in the right order, because with these thumbnails, they are a little bit small. So please call me out if they are in the wrong order. However, as you can see on my screen right now, I have all of the album covers here at the bottom, all the way from Dr. No down to No Time to Die. We have these different tiers here. The further you go up on the tiers, the better the song or score. So at the very, very top, normally you would have S tier and then A, B, C, D. We found out beforehand S does in fact stand for super or hope or whatever we want to call it. So on the first tier, we've got I'm Invincible, because we've got all these Bond quotes down here as well. Anyone at home want to comment along and tell us exactly which films these are from? Tier 2 is, it's called a Ghetto Blaster. Tier 3, which would be the mid-tier, is that's not half bad. Tier 4, we're starting to get into some interesting territories with She's Just Dead. And the final tier, the lowest of the lows, we have See You in Hell. The way this is going to work today is I'm going to go first with my tiers. So we're going to go through each of the films in order. And then once we've revealed kind of all of our things, we're going to pass it on to the next person. We're going to be chatting for about 5 minutes afterwards, and then we're going to reorder them into our final kind of list. So we actually have a physical order of all of the films there, so you guys know exactly what our number 1 is, exactly what our number 24 is. But yeah, that's kind of explaining it.
Tate, just before you get into it, you need to move
Yes.
Sheena Easton to the far
Yeah.
right.
Sheena Easton
not
to the
that
far
one,
right.
one to the right. There you go. Move that.
There we go. I knew
Perfect.
I'd missed one of them.
That's good to go.
I accidentally clicked normal view down here just before going, which kind of messed up the order, so I had to do it again. But yeah, if everyone's ready, I guess we'll get into it.
Let's do it.
So first of all, we have. Oh, go for it, George. Go on, say what you want to say.
I was just say, just in case people haven't figured it out, we are obviously going in release date order. I'm sure they have clocked it at home, but when you do open it at the link below, guys, it won't be in order. We've had to research this between us. It's not our fault. It's just the website for some reason doesn't accept 1 to 26. It did like 1 to 4, 18 to 26, and then the rest after. So you don't have to reorder them if you don't want it, but we are, so we didn't like idiots to you.
So we start at the beginning with Dr. No. Now, it's such an iconic theme. It is such an iconic theme. It is the first thing that you think of when you think of Bond. And the controversy begins. It's not going top tier. It's going into second tier. And the reason why I'm putting it there, I know, straight off the bat, I'm already feeling the heat, feeling kind of the hate coming towards me.
Throwing the rotten vegetables that you take right now.
The reason why it's going into the second tier is, even though it is iconic, there have been songs which have progressed off this theme and done so much more with it. And this is so close to being, it's so close to being that top theme, that top kind of tier theme, but it's going to go into the Ghetto Blaster theme because I would absolutely play this blasting out of a speaker at any time.
Or a Ghetto Blaster, if you've got moving around from the
and
70s.
I absolutely love it in every single film that it comes into. If you guys want to criticize me, go for it.
Yeah, do we have any viewers left?
I was going to say, everyone immediately has clicked off now. No views. There we go.
Oh god, excellent! What a start. Okay, we'll go with something slightly less controversial. Matt Monroe's from Russia Love theme. If we were putting in the actual theme that they use for the title sequence in this film, I might actually have put that one a lot higher. Matt Monroe's theme is, in the end, quite forgettable. In the film, it's played on a radio, isn't it? Or something like that whilst he's in a...
Is it in the credits as well?
Crops up a couple of times, I think, in the film. It's in a radio in a room, and then it comes in at the end of the film. Yeah,
I'm flittering between these two tiers here. You know, the She's Just Dead and, you know, it's not half bad. Because it's not the worst of Bond themes, but it definitely doesn't deserve to be too high up, especially because there is so many good themes. So it's either top end of She's Just Dead or bottom end of, you know, that's not half bad.
This
so I'm going to
stick it. Tate. I can't help you out here.
I'm going to stick
I was
it
going
in
to
here.
say
I'm going to stick it
it's
in
like
here
the
for
Watcher.
now.
We can only see.
This could change. I mean, you know, we could do the ranking, Tate, and always move it down as we go through it.
I'll put it in there. It has room to move down. Okay, here we go. Goldfinger. Moving on. Okay, do I even need to explain myself by why I'm putting that into top tier at all? Is there an explanation that's needed? At all. Shirley Bassey, absolute legend with Bond. And this is why like the top tier is reserved for those who elevate any theme to a completely different level. And that goes all the way up there. Tom Jones, Thunderball. This one is very interesting because I do like his final note. I do like his final note in this film. So I'm going to put it in...
panic attack here. You're hovering over that one and She's Not Dead. And
no. Sorry. It's definitely it's between these two. It's the final note that I think is pushing it down one. So it's going to go for there for now, and this definitely moves down. Once that's done, You Only Live Twice. When we've done through the reviews here, I was talking about You Only Live Twice theme with Nancy Sinatra, and it's the first one that I will kind of properly skip. I'm not a big fan of this theme at all. I like the fact that it's got the kind of orientalness to it, but I just don't like the way that she projects her voice in the theme. It's going into She's Just Dead, but it's close to dropping, and I can already feel the daggers coming my way doing this. Like, I'm underneath so much pressure here.
You've got to think though, Tate, because I know that you put one song in the very bottom one, and you've got to equate it to that. Is it on that caliber? That's how I was
no. Okay, yeah. To be fair, it's nowhere near the caliber of the ones that go towards the very bottom. Okay, this is an interesting one here. We've got the On Her Majesty's Secret Service theme. Okay, so this isn't the Louis Armstrong "We Have All the Time in the World." This is the theme that plays at the start of the film. Now, I've said for a very, very long time, from watching the original Bond films and just listening to the scores and stuff like that, that this is possibly the greatest Bond score, like piece of music for themes of all time. So, of course, it's going into the top tier. It is fantastic. It is booming. It just sticks with you. It's like constantly stuck in my head. Whenever I think of the film, I think of the theme, not the film itself, which is crazy to think. The Louis Armstrong song, however, it does come in. It's a good song. Is it a good enough Bond song? I think I don't think it would work if it was the main title sequence. That's the thing. And I don't know if you guys are going to fall different on that. I don't really think of it. I don't think of it as an actual Bond song. I like it as a song. And this is where we kind of have to talk. Are we judging these based on our preference as songs or preference as Bond songs?
Well, this is the thing. We need to get this clear, though, so we can all sort of rank it.
We do need to get this clear.
I think it should be done internally. So I know I'm going to approach mine as how I think of it as a song and how it works for James Bond.
Those are two different things.
No, but I'm combining. It's like when you do on Letterboxd, right? To me, there's a definitive difference between the best films I've ever seen and my favorite films. So I'm kind of approaching this as that, like, what do I also enjoy, but what is the best for James Bond? I think that's my approach for this today.
Because this is a good song, but I don't think of it as a Bond song. So it's going to go. It's going to go there. And when we do our shuffle, when you get to see the rank and order and stuff like that, that may be towards the end of that one. Diamonds Are Forever. Shirley Bassey coming back for that one. Oh, it's so difficult. I don't want to stack the top tier too hard, but let's be real here. When we think of film music and songs that come with films, Bond songs are always at the top. And Diamonds Are Forever is a classic song. I've got to put her up there. It is such a good theme. It is such a good theme. I can't put it any lower. But at the same time, I don't want the original James Bond theme down there on its own at the moment.
Shirley Bassey's 2 out of 3 at the moment.
2 out of 3 at the moment.
A hat trick with Moonraker. We'll find out.
We'll get to that in a minute. Live and Let Die. Live and Let Die.
I wasn't in. I'm thinking it was. You're actually debating this internally, are you? This is one of the easiest ones.
I am debating this internally. Because it is. It's going there.
It's outrageous.
It's going there.
Do something.
Second tier with the original Bond theme. It is iconic in its own right, but I do feel like it's played a lot. I hear it a lot. And that may kind of have a personal effect on me because it is used so often. So one step down from the podium. I am looking at that and trying to think of the film.
Man with the Golden Gun.
It is Man with the Golden Gun. That's Lulu? Interesting. This is coming down here. It's a fun-ish theme, but it's just not that good, isn't it?
Lyrically, I think it's "See You in Hell," but it's a fun song.
It's a funner song, as long as I don't unplug my headphones, you know. But yeah, I feel so much pressure on this list. I know you guys are going to feel it as well.
It's because you're first, though. It's because you're first.
I know, and also I'm kind of having an internal kind of like, you know,
it's fine. Yeah. Just breathe.
I know.
Breathe. It's fine.
It's okay.
Don't feel the pressure. Okay. Let's be honest. The Bond fans are nicer than most Star Wars and Marvel and DC ones, so it's just a good thing we're not doing a tier list for them just yet.
Very, very true.
Imagine doing the DC EU tier list. It's like even Hill just 8 of them.
No, nobody does it better as going top tier. That's for certain. That doesn't belong anywhere else but top tier, and I'd be shocked.
Tom Butler would agree as well. I think he said that was his favorite one.
I would be shocked if that isn't in everyone's top tier.
Now,
I'm not going to lie.
What is your favorite rendition? Is it Alan Partridge or is it Carly Simon?
Actually, do you know what? And we commented this on the actual review for the film. Or I can't remember, but I was shocked that they actually cut it in the film to be a lot shorter. The full version that you listen to when you listen to the album is so much better than the version you get in the film, which always annoyed me.
Bond theme, though. Pretty much every Bond theme gets that, though, after a certain time.
Yeah.
It doesn't get edited as badly as Another Way to Die. I'm just getting so lost between the Jack White and Alicia
know.
Keys song and No Time to Die. Am I the only one that's had this over the last few years? There's so
Yeah.
many to dies getting involved in
Yeah.
Bond now. It's just
I know.
getting a bit
You
much.
can't have the words die or to.
But to die, like die,
Yeah.
like No Time to Die, Another Way to Die. It's just
Yeah, I know. It sounds like it should be a Bond film name. Moonraker. That's a bang average Bond song right there. It's a bang slap in the middle. Sadly, Bassey's last Bond song does not live up to the other Bond songs. I don't believe it's better than the original Bond theme or Live and Let Die. But it is definitely better than the other ones that I've put down there. 100% better. So that's where it stays. Oh, this is for your eyes only, isn't it?
Yeah.
Love a bit of Sheena. Come on. The 80s is finally here, Tate.
I don't like this theme. I don't like this theme. I don't like this theme.
No?
I don't
doesn't
like
do
the
it for you.
theme. It doesn't do it for me.
But it's not bad enough to go in the hell category yet. We're still waiting.
It's not bad enough
for
to go into the hell category, no. And I think it's just, I don't know, maybe it's because when I'm watching the kind of title sequence, all I think of this song is, oh, it's her face on the screen. It's a bit weird, right?
I think it's the only still to this day, isn't it? The only artist to actually appear in the title.
We don't know if Billie Eilish.
This is what I keep wondering, that if she's in it, will she have her green and black hair because she's blonde now? So even she's outdated the film, hasn't she?
I know.
She's got the blonde.
I know. All-time high, Octopussy. Ugh, that's She's Just Dead. It's I think it should be. It's teetering. It is teetering. It really is.
I have so many things to say on this tier list, Tate.
Here's the thing. If there was two more tiers, all-time high would definitely be one above the bottom.
It'd be seven then. It'd be seven then.
Okay, even if there was one more tier, Octopussy would drop down and still be one above the bottom, because there are a few which we haven't come across yet, which are so bad that they deserve to be in that See You in Hell category. And not a single person, including you, George, should take it out of that category, no matter how much we love it. We'll talk about that a bit. View to a Kill. This is a banger. Oh God,
we can't influence. We can't influence.
Yeah, we can't influence.
We can't.
We're just going to hold off.
Which one do I go for? Oh God, this
we just got to see where the chips land.
I'm sorry.
It's like 300. It's like choose your next words carefully. There, maybe you're lost.
View to a Killer's top tier song. It's one of those songs which you can just stick on, and it just gets you. It gets you ready for the film straight away. You can't put it anywhere else. Duran absolutely smashed it. Living Daylights, however, I think goes into this mid tier, and I think it's one that could be towards the top end of that mid tier, but I don't think it's anywhere near as good as the ones above it when I place it. And it's a shame because I do quite like listening to it. I just don't. God, this is so difficult. This is so difficult to judge and stuff like that. But
me and you did a pretty good rendition of this song, didn't we, George? Driving to a GoldenEye. That was a moment that was captured forever on that drive.
It is just. Yeah, I can't influence Tate.
I know. I've already played it though, so there's no.
I'm playing in my head as we speak. That's why I've been tapping along on my desk.
Yeah, but yeah, "License to Kill" is a top tier Bond song.
Yes.
"License to Kill" is a top tier Bond song.
On that we agree, at least.
Absolutely. For a long time, that was actually one of my the favorite Bond song when I was listening to it, just to stick on and stuff like that. So that is absolutely up there and deserves it. Okay, GoldenEye.
Sorry, it's I can't help it. It's like Bond Tourette's. I can't help it.
And the instrumentals that go with this help this a lot. I like the orchestral arrangement of this song. Actually, I really like kind of the arrangement that this song has behind it. Without Tina Turner's voice even influencing. I think it's going to be it's a high end, or it's there, but I don't think it deserves to be in that top category or that second to top category. So a lot is going to be going into the middle at that point. Tomorrow Never Dies.
There is a K.D. Lang shadow hanging over this song for me, which is going to influence
my on a side note, if anyone hasn't seen, David Arnold tweeted a photo of like some notes back from the 90s, and there was like 6 bands that submitted something for Tomorrow Never Dies. and all the comments were flooded with KD Lang. You should have picked KD Lang, and then he actually deleted the tweet later that day.
Surrender should have been the song, and that's why it's ending up in She's Just Dead. As long I do like the song, but it's lower ranked than all the others, and it does deserve to be in there just because Surrender is such a better song. World Is Not Enough. That is right there. That is a fantastic Bond theme. I really enjoy it, actually. I don't really know what more to say about it. I enjoy the vocals. I don't enjoy the fact that the band is called Garbage, because then you always say, oh yeah, that song by Garbage. It's like, it kind of puts you off it, but no. I really do quite like that Bond song.
Still waiting for it on Spotify. One day, hopefully.
Yeah. I didn't even speak about Dine of the Day.
Oh god, that was just straight in there. That was blinking, you'll miss it.
That is oh god, can we add an extra tier just to stick it in one lower? Oh my god, this song, even when watching the film,
you don't know the Scorpions clicking in sync with the song? Because I do.
The visuals are okay. The visuals are okay. But the song is not a Bond song. Oh my god. Madonna's made good songs in the past. Madonna's made catchy songs in the past. This is not a Bond song. It just makes me cringe every time I listen to it. So it's going there. People who have watched our recent Casino Royale review will know exactly where You Know My Name is going. Everything from the song itself down to the visuals that go along with it. I'm pretty sure that's in everyone's top tier for that one, which is quite good. And Quantum review would have been released by now, yes? Just wanted to make sure I got the dates right. Yes. So you would know our opinions on this song as well. And it is just above that She's Just Dead one. It could be the last in that line when we actually order it. I don't know if it's the actual kind of fact that there was two people singing it and they just didn't get the composition correctly together, or whether it just sounds completely muted in the film. I don't know what is going on with the actual vocals. It just sounds weird. Skyfall.
How are you still thinking?
It's a good Bond song, but I don't like the Bond song. I know it's a good Bond song.
Do you dislike the film but like the song? Is that what it is?
I had to listen to this song on radio every single day.
Take Supremacy out of this. Supremacy would never have worked for Bond.
Take Supremacy out of this. Oh,
I've heard that live. It's a fantastic song, but a Bond song it couldn't have ever been.
Okay, being completely impartial here, it deserves to be in that second tier. And I can't see your faces because I'm looking at my tier maker at the moment. But I'm assuming I've missed all of the face reactions. I feel like that would have put a little bit of extra pressure on me as well if that was the case. But
I'm just waiting for the sped up repetition of Dine of a Day for the next one. Thank you.
Here we go.
Oh, this is where the fun begins. There we go.
Right there. Right there. It deserves to be. Anyone who admits that the song took 15 minutes to write and it's a Bond song, doesn't matter how good the song is, they deserve to be in that bottom tier straight away.
Did he say it during his Oscar speech, which made it even worse? I swear it was said during his Oscar speech.
It was said in a ceremony speech. I'm not sure if it was Oscars, but
I remember hearing it getting so angry.
I was furious. And the song itself, the orchestral bit behind it, fantastic. The score that goes with it is very good, and it melts into the film beautifully. And everyone was like, oh my god, this is the intro to this song. It's going to be fantastic. I remember there being a teaser out of just that kind of prelude bit of the kind of, and I was like, this is going to be a phenomenal Bond song. And then he starts singing. It's just like, okay, yeah, Bond here.
I think they should have taken a leaf out of On Her Majesty's Secret Service and just had it be an orchestral main theme.
It would have worked for the giant anime octopus, pushing people up.
So, No Time to Die. I was expecting this to be a way worse song. I know that I remember at the time, I think on the chat we were joking. I think George said, I'm the bad spy. And that just got me giggling because of the meme song and stuff like that. But actually, to be fair, Billie Eilish has absolutely smashed this. It's a very good Bond song. It is a very good Bond song. I don't know if I can put it higher than where I'm intending to put it, purely out of the fact that I haven't seen the sequence that goes with it. And it's very difficult to...
I say
It
it's
is.
so new. It's been out a year and
It's
a half
been out a
already.
year.
It's mad.
Do I think it's going to be a well-remembered Bond song? Probably not. Do I think it's a well-sung Bond song? Absolutely. I think it's done to the best of their ability, and it's not what I was expecting. It completely caught me out. So it's going into that mid-tier.
Wow.
And I genuinely think it's a solid enough Bond song. It's not a She's Just Dead kind of tier Bond song for me personally. So I believe it deserves to be there. And honestly, that's a reasonably balanced list in the end. I was surprised that one category didn't get more stat than the other, apart from the See You in Hell one. But those two deserve each other down there in the depths. So that is my tier list, and we will sort out the order in a bit.
Yeah, I was going to say, we put a pin in that for now. So, Tate, like, you're going to hear both mine and George's next. So you might have different opinions on things when we cycle back around and you reorder things. Who knows? Anything
We're back to the three of us on the screen as well for the short time as well. So Tate's list is to the side. It will be brought up again, guys. Chris, are you next, or is it me?
I believe Chris is next.
If we go in clockwise, I don't mind going next. And then,
okay.
Finish the trio off.
So, going back to the screen share system, we now have Chris's on the screen, ready to start. God, it feels weird. It's like repetition, isn't it?
I can relax now. This is great.
Guys.
I can relax.
I
can relax and I can judge, which is fantastic.
Judge away. Well, hopefully we get the viewers back on this one. Dr. No, the Monty Norman theme, that's going straight into I Am Invincible. I mean, come on, that is James Bond. Like, with regards to like all of these other songs right here, that is James Bond. You can't take that out of it. If you take that song out of it, Bond ceases to be what it is. There's a reason that that's been enduring for almost 60 years now. It's bloody incredible, not only just for James Bond, but film scores in general for me. Main themes, that's just iconic. So go straight into I Am Invincible. Matt Monro from Russia with Love. Again, I don't mind this song. I think it's very listenable. It fits those times and that kind of romantic type song with a slightly darker edge to it. But I ain't going to lie to you. This is one I always skip on my playlist. I think I'm going to put it in She's Just Dead. And it's not a bad song. This could change. It's kind of flitting between these two for me. But I'm going to have to see how this section racks up with all the other songs. So for right now, it's going to be in She's Just Dead. Goldfinger. Now, if we're talking iconic to the Bond films, this is an I Am Invincible, like any day of the week. But I'm looking at some of these other ones that are going to come up later, and I'm like, would I listen to Goldfinger, like just outright on its own?
Surely you would.
Come on, Chris.
I don't know if I would.
It's not a would. It's do you? That's the.
I don't think I do. Like I, you know, the ones that I skip to, like later on down this list, you know where I'm going with those. So
yeah.
This might be a ghetto blaster for me, but in terms of like iconic to Bond with that brass section and Shirley Bassey, it is I Am Invincible. But if I'm like going to add in my own, would I listen to this song and my thoughts on the song, I'm going to put it in Ghetto Blaster. That could change though. That could change. I probably feel wrong. That's probably going to be the most controversial one for me, I think. Thunderball. Probably would also go in the same category. I think these two themes, obviously, Thunderball followed Goldfinger. They're very similar in terms of that like brass powerhouse sound, and especially with the vocals. They're kind of neck and neck to me on that one, in all honesty. You Only Live Twice, Nancy Sinatra. I actually think this song was done better with, was it Robbie Williams that utilized the string section, like the main motif? I think it was in the song Millennium, wasn't it? Yeah. Love it in that. So obviously that's where I first heard the song. It does have some nice sort of oriental vibes, as you mentioned, Tate, but it's the singing just lets this one down for me. It's just a bit of it's just kind of dead in the water. And because of that, She's Just Dead. It's going to go there. On Her Majesty's Secret Service, I mean, this is, equally almost as iconic theme. This was used, I remember this in the teaser trailer for The Incredibles. And I think actually they wanted to use John Barry for the score for that film. Very iconic. And, a lot of the sound from this was used in The Incredibles and other such things. However, it ain't quite on the level as the main James Bond theme for me. It's fantastic. It's bloody great. And, it's Barry on fine form. But I'm going to rank it one down because that is just top tier for me. That Dr. No song, the main James Bond theme. So it's going to go there. It's going to be nestled in Ghetto Blaster. And I think that's fine for where it is right now. And then from the same movie, obviously, you've got the Louis Armstrong song, All the Time in the World. And this is where I'm very torn because if we're going by straight orchestral version of this song and the Barry score, This is I Am Invincible for me. It's probably my favorite sort of romance love theme in any film ever written. The one thing that lets it down for me, and apologies to all the Louis Armstrong fans out there, it's Louis Armstrong's voice. I'm just not a fan.
It reminds me, was it played in Babe, Pig and City? Or was that one of his other songs? I just swear it was in Babe when I was younger.
I've seen the first Babe, but I haven't seen Babe, Pig in the City. So I don't know. I can't comment.
I've only seen the second one. That's what's always been
there you go.
the second one.
And I feel bad because, you know, that's Louis Armstrong's voice. He can't do anything about that. That's his voice. But it's just
Deep,
not a
soulful
voice.
jazz voice, isn't it?
And she's just dead. I mean, it's a beautifully put together song. The lyrics are gorgeous, but it's just tarnished by that voice for me. But that's just my opinion. Sorry to all the Louis Armstrong fans. Diamonds Are Forever. Now, this is one that I would listen to probably more than these three, in all honesty. I'd say it's my favorite of the 3 Shirley Bassey songs. And because of that, I'm going to put it in I Am Invincible.
I almost thought for a second you weren't going to have a Bassey in top tier.
Oh, no. She's going in there. She's going in there 100%. There's just something about that song. It's everything Bond needs to be. You know, it's sexy. It's sultry. I mean, it was written completely out of innuendo, I think, if I remember rightly. And there's just something about that intro when it cues up. It's just this element of mystery to it. And it's without a shadow of a doubt the highlight of everything within that film. Terrible film. What a Bond song, though. Live and Let Die. I don't even need to think about this. This is going in I Am Invincible. Not only is this a great Bond song, it's just a bloody great song in general, to be honest. Rock song, you know, Paul McCartney, just on fine form. And some great cover songs of that as well. Guns N' Roses also did a bloody fantastic version of that. Straight into I Am Invincible. Oh, God, The Man with the Golden Gun. Oh, this is so tough. Because the song has actually really grown on me. And I am finding myself listening to this song more times than I care to remember. Lyrically, it's almost on par with Madonna, in all honesty, in terms of lyrics.
He has a powerful weapon.
Who will he bang? We shall see. But it's going to go mid-tier for me. It's bombastic, it's sleazy, it's everything that Man with the Golden Gun was. Great vocal from Lulu on it, even though the lyrics are absolute shite. But I find fun in that song, so it's going in there. Carly Simon, The Spy Who Loved Me. Nobody does it better. Oh, God. See, I know so many people rank this very highly.
Voted, I think, the greatest Bond theme on multiple different polls done over the years.
And I mean, it's certainly one of the best Bond films. I'm not going to disagree with that, but there's just something about the song. I enjoy it. It has definitely grown on me. I've been listening to it a lot more, but it ain't in the upper echelons right here. So, oh God, it's going to go in, you know, that's not half bad. And I kind of feel bad for putting it there, but also I'm looking at these and I'm quite happy with my decision. These are like your big bombastic brass numbers and everything like that. And this one's quite low key, isn't it? It's like the romantic era of the Roger Moore films, I think, coming into it with this one. Moonraker. Now, you guys know that I love this song. I really, really like this song. It's going to go into Ghetto Blaster for me. Oh, it's not a Ghetto Blaster, though, is it, based on the definition? It really isn't. But there's just something so serene about this song. You know, the strings, it just matches the aesthetic with space. You've got Shirley Bassey again, you know, with her last Bond song, because you can't count the one from Quantum, unfortunately. Oh, God. It's between these two. It's really between these two guys. I'm going to put it for there right now. That could change. But I really do bloody love that song. Sheena Easton, For Your Eyes Only. Oh, God, because I'd probably rank this on the same level as Moonraker, in all honesty. And I don't... No, you know what? We're going to bring that down. We're going to bring Moonraker down to here, because I think these two are almost sort of like... the very similar kind of feel to me. There's something so nice about this song, though, the Sheena Easton one, where it kicks in, where the both of them are swimming at the end. Just that image and just how calm it is with that song comes in. I think that was Bill Conti as well, wasn't it, on that one? For Your Eyes Only. Oh, God, then we have Octopussy. I always describe this one, it feels like it's on some kind of soap opera, or like the intro to some kind of sitcom or something. All the time, not all the time in the world, sorry. All Time High. But I really like this song. It's not up there in terms of, you know, your big, loud, in-your-face Bond theme, but it's a nice ballad song. And I think, again, similar to the Louis Armstrong one, it's elevated so much more by the Barry orchestral version in the actual film that it's from. I'm going to put it in, that's not half bad. It's very middle of the road for me. I think that it kind of suffers from the orchestral part to it in the actual title song doesn't really have much impact. It feels like quite a low production. And I think maybe a bigger production for that song could have just pushed it over the edge a little bit. Oh, here we go. Here we go. This is where we've got this streak coming on right now. We've got like this 4-picture streak right now. It's Duran. It's the 80s. It's A View to a Kill. It's going straight to the top. I mean, come on. Like, that is just, even with taking Bond out the equation again, similar to Live and
it's a
Let
great
Die,
song.
It's just such a goddamn quality song. Just gets you hyped immediately from the opening note. You're in it.
It's not ever been overused like Live and Let Die as well. Like, remember when Britain's Got Talent was good back in the day, and every year like the gymnastic people would be doing the Paul McCartney song.
Yeah.
No one ever went to A View to a Kill, and I don't know why. I mean, it wouldn't work for what they do, but yeah.
And we follow it up again, like these two. It's like a double whammy for me. I think I've said this like multiple times, but if I'm listening to A View to a Kill, I'm listening to Aha, and vice versa. Like the two are completely interchangeable for me. Although I will say Aha's fantastic, it doesn't hit the heights of A View to a Kill. So because of that, it is a ghetto blaster. It absolutely is a ghetto blaster, but it doesn't quite hit those heights for me that View to a Kill does. You guys know exactly where I'm going with Gladys Knight from one of my favorite James Bond films. You get Gladys Knight for your intro, you get Patti LaBelle for your closing. That's a solid film for me, and it's going straight to the top. Probably one of my favorites. You know what? I can already do that right now.
I was going to say, I'm debating whether you're going to have it as your number one to finish or not.
You know what? I can do that one as well, can't I? In all fairness, there we go. Save myself the job for later. GoldenEye, Tina Turner on fine form. This is Shirley Bassey territory for me with those vocals. It's a ghetto blaster for me, especially with like the 6-year hiatus between this film and this. What a Bond theme to open it back up to. Oh boy, here we go. Sheryl Crow, Tomorrow Never Dies. I mean, I already didn't like this song anyway, but knowing that there was a perfectly good K.D. Lang song that they could have used and didn't go with it because obviously Sheryl Crow was much bigger. I think Sheryl Crow was more of a country and western singer, if I remember rightly.
Thank God you said country, because I thought you were saying something else.
Well, maybe that too. I don't know. I'm sure she's absolutely lovely. I'm sure she's lovely. Knowing what I'm going to be putting in here in 2 films' time, it's not quite in that territory, but I never listen to this song. It's just a boring, monotonous song to get through for me. It's going to go in She's Just Dead. I can't stand this song at all. Next, we have The World Is Not Enough. Now, I've always championed this song, and I love it even more now. Now I've actually seen the film and I can sort of put context to the actual lyrics. And once you know the character whose words they're meant to be coming from, it's going to go into Ghetto Blaster for me. It really is. It's dark. It's alternative. It's, smack bang in those 90s films right there. And it's just great. Oh, we know where this is going. George, I'm so sorry, but I'm also not sorry.
No, George, I wasn't sorry when I put it there. I'm going to go ahead and say
yeah, Chris is.
Yeah, it's going to See You in Hell. It's just absolute trash. And I love Madonna. I'm a Madonna fan. It's a terrible Madonna song, and it has no business at all being in a Bond film. And obviously doing the review as well with Tom Butler as well, saying that it was a demo lying around. She didn't even write one specifically for this film. That's going to dock it points as well. If it needed any more points docking, to be honest. So it's going to go right there, See You in Hell. And when one day I enter hell, that song's going to be playing on loop. I already guarantee it. Chris Cornell, you know my name. The reboot that we all needed, thank Christ, and it's going straight to the top.
Mm-hmm.
Again, always linking it to this one. It's just a solid rock song on its own. If you're driving and this song comes on, for a second, you feel like you're Bond, and it's absolutely fantastic. Okay, I'm going to be ranking this song a lot lower than you guys. I already know it. Jack White and Alicia Keys. It's joining Madonna. And that is in the correct order as well. I would rather listen to the Madonna song.
No way. Jesus. Even George was like, whoa, really?
It's discordant. It lacks any kind of musical identity. It sounds out of key in some parts. It's just absolutely obnoxious to listen to. And unless I watch Quantum of Solace again, I ain't going to be ever listening to this song on my own back. tell a lie. Like, if I'm probably, listening to the Bond playlist and going in order, the OCD kicks in, you've got to listen to it. It's just absolutely dreadful. I hate it. Now, this is going to be the controversial one here, Skyfall. I do think this is, by a country mile, one of the best Daniel Craig Bond themes out there. Doesn't top this one. Nothing's ever going to. But I do think this one feels more like a classic Bond song than perhaps even this one does. Saying that, this kind of did start the trend of what we're going to have for the next three, of the dour,
Chris, as much as I'm kind of, I was going to say, as much as I'm in the middle, I wouldn't base it off trends.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying that this did kind of compounded on itself as we go between each film here, but this did kind of set the tone. It is going to be middle of the road for me, because honestly, I don't listen to it all that much. I do think it feels the most like a classic Bond song out of all the Craig ones, but just in terms of my own personal listening, I don't listen to it all that much. It doesn't get me as like fired up as, this category here, especially your Goldfingers, your GoldenEye. And I'd still rank these middle of the road ones a lot higher than this one. I think it is because it's so brooding, because it's so slow, and we're getting into that dour kind of quality that's so synonymous with the Craig films. It fits the film. I'm not going to say it doesn't, because that is fundamentally the tone and that Skyfall went with. It's just not one that I come back to all that often and listen off my own back. It's going to hard. It's like, I mean, come on, guys. Like, we all know it's going to be there probably on all three of our lists. Yeah. Great orchestral opening. I'm not a Sam Smith fan, but even then, I've heard better Sam Smith songs than this one. And the fact, as you guys mentioned, the fact that he took, what did you say, 10, 15 minutes to write it? It's not really something you should be shouting from the rooftops when it comes to Bond, in all honesty. And when it hits those high notes, that falsetto, and it just doesn't let up, does it? It's so slow. It's so repetitive, and honestly, when he hits those high notes, it's so obnoxious to listen to. I never want to listen to it again, but I will be listening to it again in a few weeks' time when we come to review Spectre. And No Time to Die as well. Honestly, this is one of those songs as well. It grows on me more than these two, I think, as it sort of like builds up. Well, certainly more than this one. I think once the orchestra kicks in behind it towards the tail end of the song, I start to come around to it. But again, it's just this compounding. It's just kind of miserable to listen to. It's just Billie Eilish sort of whispering and wheezing through a song for 2.5 minutes before it starts to kick up a notch. I'm not going to put it in See You in Hell, because I do think it's a lot better than all of these ones, and it does fit Bond more. And once again, haven't seen the film yet, but it being Daniel Craig's last one, there is going to be a kind of somber tone to the film itself. I am going to put it in She's Just Dead, though, because that's how she sounds when she sings this song for the most part, right until the end. These are going to get restructured definitely on the next pass, but that's my tier list for right now.
Very almost even.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not intentional. That's just kind of how it happened. But yeah, I mean, that could change on the second pass. But there we go.
we just need 3 more shit Bond songs to even it out in that bottom corner. So
it's oh god, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not feeling the pressure.
You feel the pressure when you're doing it. You really do.
My pressure is that I'm not really into music, so I know you two are a lot into more music than I am, right? So my list is going to be fairly redundant, I think, full of insults to people. But people, what's been the biggest upset so far? Comment it below. Yeah, things are about to get, I think, treacherous with where some of mine are going to be. Is it time to begin?
Let's do it.
Right, the best thing is I've got this on another window, so I can actually see the horror in your faces, but I'm just going to absolutely smash through this.
You'll hear it in our voices.
Oh, God.
Doctor, no, it doesn't go anywhere other than Invincible. You are wrong for any other opinion. I'm sorry, Tate.
I have already moved it on my list.
Yeah. Good. Yeah, good. Because that's like train wreck.
Yeah.
When you get to stuff like Matt Ronroe, I think we've all of this, right? I really like when the song comes on in the car. I have a really fun time with it. I think it's all right. It's all right. But there's just something about it. So I'm just gonna stick it in half bad because I enjoy listening to it. But obviously it's so like infrequently used in the film. But I think I like Matt Monroe's style of singing. Goldfinger, anything other than the top is wrong. I'm sorry, that is the elite tier.
Yeah.
Alan Partridge has sung 2 James Bond songs, but this one, The Side of the Motorway, will forever be another cherished memory. But it's Goldfinger, isn't it? You can just say that about so many things with Bond, but Goldfinger is right up there. Shirley Bassey, that's the highest that they'll be on my list. I'm just going to jump in and spoil a couple of things down the line, but Thunderball. I'm torn because I fucking love this song. I don't know much about Tom Jones, but he was on The Voice when that's the thing. But I've always liked this song, and I love the fact that Thunderball is an operation, but he almost calls it something else in the song. So I'm kind of there, like, I don't know where it's going to be, but it's probably going to be a low-end ghetto blaster, just because I love how Tom Jones does it, and he looks like my great uncle. You Only Live Twice, I'm really torn with as well. I've got personal connections to Nancy Sinatra.
We lost George again.
We've lost George.
We've lost him a little bit longer.
We've really lost him.
Oh, Jesus.
We've completely lost him. Well, can we talk about what he's got so far then?
Let's talk about what he's got so far. I mean, the top two probably aren't surprised.
Sorry, I'm back.
Oh, he's back. There we go.
The worst time of the... Was it mid-Goldfinger speech?
It was mid...
Nancy Sinatra.
Nancy Sinatra.
Nancy Sinatra.
Yeah.
Okay, so I just said the personal tie-in to Nancy Sinatra is that a dog was named after her. Not by us, that was how she was born, listening to a song. Don't know if it was also like this where it's intentional that it should have been Frank, but it wasn't. But she's going to go here just because it should have been Frank Sinatra, and it's got some nice behind, but the voice ruins it. But I'm a bit with you there, Chris, that I don't mind it, but it's a bit of a letdown, being said. Unimagined Secret Service, absolute tune. Get Your Blaster for me on the Exiles by playlist, always been up there, incredible to get intense to. Louis Armstrong, I love Louis Armstrong. I've always loved his voice, but this is a song where I think is bigger than James Bond. I know that sounds really dumb because we have all the time in the world, but I didn't know this was a Bond song for years. I just thought they'd used a very famous song from the time, and obviously that's more my misknowledge, but I'm going to give him a half bad because I think it's a tune, but it feels not too good to be Bond, but there's just something about it where I can't call it a Get Your Blaster, but I think the delivery of the line from the actual film is invincible, but unfortunately the song is not. Diamonds Are Forever is a Get Your Blaster, 100%. It's a very, very good song. Terrible film, fantastic song. The best thing about the film, actually, I think, did we say that in the video? I swear we all did, didn't we?
Yeah.
Live and Let Die. Again, am I going to go bias being exposed to it on TV so much as a kid? No, because it's top tier Bond. I'm not a big Beatles fan. I don't know much about them. I'm not a big fan of Paul McCartney either, but that song I am a fan of. So you have my patience. Then Lulu. God, I'm just tactically placing my songs.
Yeah.
Because I think you're both right. That bottom tier has to be so bad. Whatever goes in there is the disgusting, the low of the low. So, and this song, it's not grown on me. It's gone the opposite into our video that, like, I think someone picked it apart and it kind of upset me because I used to like it. So Lulu's going into Just Dead.
Oh, wow. I thought that was going in Ghetto Blasters.
It's kind of it's between any of these. But I just think I've really gone off it recently. I don't know why. Like, I've started skipping it, and I never used to do that. So it's deteriorating too quickly. Nobody Does It Better. Right, here's my analogy. Okay, so I think this is a good song. Now, I think 4 Bonds did it better than Roger Moore. So it's really hard for me to look at this song in context of Roger Moore's Bond because 4 other people did do it better than you, Roger. The song is great. It's a fantastic song, but does anyone know where I'm coming from? That I can't match the song to the film. This film is fantastic.
You do already have a Roger Moore Bond song in the I Am Invincible tier.
Oh, I don't care what tier. I'm not biased to my Bonds. Some of them might get complete I Am Invincibles, but I'm just going to put it half bad because it has grown on me more. And Alan Partridge's rendition is better than the actual song, as far as I'm concerned. So it's going there because of Alan Partridge. I'm giving this to Alan Partridge.
That's your most controversial thing you've done so far.
If you think that's controversial, then look at where Moonraker's going, because I don't know.
That hurt. That hurts.
I know.
Really
listen, we're in the ballads, aren't we? I'm not a music guy, so all this stuff just is absolute utter drivel for me.
Oh no, that's
You're scared about what's about to happen.
sealed the fate for Sheena Easton then, right there.
Yeah, absolutely. She's the first one going in.
Oh my God! No
No,
way!
I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking. I
Oh,
just wanted to get you guys scared.
That's not much
No,
better.
I'm
Still.
not a fan.
Drama, I can't take it.
I hate this song. I'm going to double it up with For Your Eyes Only. Octopussy.
Yeah.
All Time High. Love the film. Such a fun time with the film, but this song comes on. And it's like, I can't mute it. I want to, but I listen to it to give it another go. I just don't like it. I just don't like
really
this song
weird
at all.
segue into that song as well, isn't it? Because you have that really
It doesn't fit the film.
It's the Fabergé egg, isn't it? It's like the really intense opening with 006, and then it goes into that song, doesn't it? I think
006. You get the fighter bass as well. I think the really cool stuff, and the song's just wrong. And I can't remember if it was this one or the one before that Ted parodied and did it better.
Yeah, it's that one. That's the one in Ted. Yeah, yeah.
Time to even the playing fields here. We have Elite, View to a Kill. No words need to be said. Same with Aha. It's Chris. You said it's the 1-2 punch, isn't it? It's the you're going to get 85 and 87. They're on the playlist. They're going back to back. You can't skip one or the other. Even if you finish at parking, you're just going to sit there and find an excuse to sit for 2 more minutes. So they're right up there. Gladys Knight. Going to say it's got a bit better for me, so it's going into half bad. It's one that I wasn't massive on before. No, compared to where it would have been 6 months ago.
That's been promoted right there.
I didn't realize that it was so far down to start off with. That's insane.
Yeah, I'm not. I don't think it suits the film. Still, I'm going to say that, but that can't be really taken into account. Albeit what I just said about there being 4 better Bonds than Roger Moore.
Yeah,
GoldenEye, another one. It's grown on me. Ghetto Blaster. Absolutely love it. It's grown on me a lot more. Hearing that at the cinema, that's when you know. When you hit, it's one thing to see on video, but it's finally seeing that at the cinema. That's when it hit home. I was like, you know what? I've been harsh on you, Tina Turner. I'm in the wrong here. So, and Sheryl Crow. This is another one that's started dropping off for me over the last few weeks. I don't mind the song, but it's not as bad as I used. It would have been higher for me before. I'm going to stick it in half bad because I can have a good time listening to this and singing it as well. It is very long, but I just love how, not saying her voice is pathetic, but it sounds like a whiny school person when it gets to the chorus, like they don't want to be there.
Yeah. I hate it. I can't stand it.
Another 180 for me. World Is Not Enough is going Invincible tier.
Wow. Okay.
Compared to when I discovered that the whole, it was the perspective of Electra King, which I never clocked before, that 180 the entire song for me. And maybe there's a bit of craving here thanks to Spotify getting rid of it, and I'm too lazy to boot up Amazon Music or iTunes from back in the day. But The World Is Not Enough, absolute tune. Some of the best orchestral music to me with the lyrics and the performance. To me, that's really grown.
That song's had like a character arc for you.
I know.
Really is.
At the start, I was doing the boring garbage puns. Haha, that song's garbage. You know the Joker meme when he's got the book that you see online when people just think they're funny. That's like the garbage jokes of that song. But I'm on the other end now.
Oh no!
I think it's right up there, and almost up there.
This is what everyone's waiting for.
It's a ghetto blast.
Don't even.
I'm not joking. I have an absolute. I have a funner time listening to this than everything below it.
The fact that that's higher than Gladys Knight really hurts me.
Yeah, no,
that's fine. It can hurt you, but I think.
I can take a lot of the other songs. I can kind of accept it in that sense, but the fact that is lower than, or that is higher than License to Kill is just
on par with GoldenEye as well. Like,
hey, these are going to get ranked still. It might, but to me, a Ghetto Blaster. What do you want to listen to? What's going to come on? And you'd be like, "Yep, here we go." It starts. The clicking starts as well, and here we go.
Nobody does it better, and License to Kill 1 tier below. It's
Yeah, but listen, if Pierce Brosnan got Nobody Does It Better, I'd be inclined to agree with it. But it's not, is it? It's the wrong Bond. So
I'm still holding.
I can't comprehend.
I'm just glad that that's an Invincible.
Hey,
that was.
Hey, for all we know, Alan Partridge might sing "Die Another Day" next time, and then it go even higher. So, we knew this was. You knew this was coming, Pete. Like, there's no hiding from it. I'm not going to shock you with this one. This is obviously Invincible. There's a bit of a theme with mine, right? Have you seen there's a bit of a theme running here.
Yeah.
Chris Cornell, we've just had an incredible video on it. It's such a fantastic song. And also one of the rare car songs when you like get into it Like you try and do the whole. It's not like a raspy voice, but you know, like he's like really going for it. Like it feels like he's about to pass out when you listen to it. It's just such a good song. The singing, the backing, and the lyrics as well. Absolutely invincible tier. And then we have Jack White and Alicia Keys, Another Way to Die. Now, I fucking love this song. I have a lot of memories of this song, Guitar Hero, the games, listening to it. Again, just on Quantum of Solace, I didn't mind it as much. Now I've had this realization that if one of them had sung it and the other one just not, it would be a Get a Bastard. But to me, it has dropped. It is in a half bad for me now, which is quite sad because I still do enjoy this song. I do listen to it and I won't skip it. And then we have Adele, Skyfall, Invincible. There's a lot of Invincibles in mine. This is like the elitist tier. It's really hard, but we haven't talked about Skyfall yet. We will in the video next week. But to me, that song was the epitome of what the film needed, the anniversary needed. Having Adele, who is actually a very talented singer, and isn't a hit and miss. I think she's stood the test of time, and the song is going all the way right up there for me with some of the others. And Sam Smith, I'll be seeing you in hell.
Finally, we have one.
This is his own category. No, I'm sorry, but this is the biggest abomination to the James Bond franchise. This song, the disgust of it winning an Oscar, the disgrace that it was written in 15 minutes. This is not a James Bond song. It for some reason has the backing of a Bond song, and I don't know how or why that came to be. I will never forget the day in which the song was released to the public. I think at 7 minutes past midnight. You know, the whole 007 stuff, and they'd released a preview, and it was the first 10 seconds of the orchestra, and the Spectre hype was here. I was on the Skyfall into Spectre, the trailers that Great Batista's in it, everything. And this song was the epitome. I was like, we're getting another Skyfall, because that's how the Skyfall hype trajected over the year. And then I heard a word, and then I heard another word, and a sentence, and a song. And I just sat there traumatized, and I texted one of my friends who was listening. I was like, mate, is this as bad for you as it is for me? He said, yes, it is. And I was like, it's not just me. And I've even gone out to my family when it's come on the radio and told them this is not a James Bond song. Please don't ever say it is. So
it's one I've tried to like as well. Like I've listened to it.
I tried to listen to it so I can like it. Yeah, it's like the 6 stages of grief. It's like acceptance. Acceptance is right in the wall. I know Time Style. I've had a very interesting dynamic with Billie Eilish. I knew the meme song, like everyone else did. I've not listened to any of her other music. I hear she's very good. But this song's really grown on me over the last year and a half. I enjoyed it at the start. I was very nervous we were getting Sam Smith. I think they released a preview, and I was like, I'm not getting duped again. You're not going to get me again after last time. And obviously, you know, you listen to it, the words are right, and then you just get the guitar riff, and I'm just sat there saying, that's Hans Zimmer, that is. And I can't put it higher than where I'm going to put it based on the fact the film's not out. It's not. It's had a year and a half. It's had some time, but I can't look into the film aspect, because if this could work for the film, and I think it will, but I can't make that formal judgment until we've seen it, and it could go up in the estimations on how the film does over time. So, to me, this is my rule. Billie Eilish has just got to stay in that half bad. I can't put it higher because I don't think it's justified for me right now, but. That's my tier list. As I said, I'm not the music person though. So, you know, everyone's anger. I find out about songs from films. I don't go out and find their music very rarely these days. So, sorry to.
No,
I mean, there's some surprises in that one.
There are a lot of surprises in that one.
We've only got one in See You in Hell. So
yeah, but you got to think it's reserved for me, the lowest. You know what? I'm pretty positive of most things, but the lowest of the low. You know, it's like is it like a Batman film when they want to kill like the worst off things there were, like the bottom, you know, like Batman Begins, like the little city, and it's like the worst of Gotham. They want to leave it for all the prison people to get him. That's what I do with every copy of this song I ever could. But yeah,
I mean, the most controversial ones, I think it's the Madonna one. We knew it was going to be high though. Like you made no bones about that. Like we know that you like that song.
I've liked that song for 19 years.
So again, we're just going to quickly open it up to everyone else. Hopefully you're enjoying the tier list. As we said, this is our first tier list that we've done on the channel. So if you're enjoying it, please do let us know, and obviously let us know some of your favorite Bond songs along the way as well. We are going to go.
I'm going to give George a bit of time now because I've actually done mine, so I'm ready to start talking through mine, and George can kind of.
Oh, we were going to do it on camera.
Yeah, we were going to do it on camera. I thought we were
that's
already
the whole
switching
point
them
when
around.
we're doing a second pass.
Ah, see. I have already
can,
ordered mine.
If you can reorder yours to release date, maybe Chris could jump in first.
Yeah,
or do you want to bring yours up and just show it? We'll just do that.
I'm happy giving you guys a little bit of time whilst we kind of talk through anything. I'm sorry.
Bring
I've
up
ordered
yours.
mine.
We'll go with yours.
Okay.
We'll go with yours. Yours is ranked.
Okay, so mine is officially ranked, so I can talk about mine for a bit whilst you guys are ordering theirs. So if
I'm
mine's
going to
up on
order
screen
mine
right now-
live. I'm going to order mine live.
Yeah,
that's
I'm
fine.
doing it live. Yeah.
I'm going to just show mine, and people can judge me for it. So is it up on screen?
Yep.
Yes.
Good. So at the very bottom, we have Sam Smith's writings on the wall because it deserves to be down there. We have Madonna's song because it deserves to be down there. I put Octopussy there just because I don't like the song. Alicia Keys' Jack White is up there a little bit higher. You got You Only Live Twice. I don't like the vocals. You got For Your Eyes Only. Just not a fan of the song. Sheryl Crow with Tomorrow Never Dies is down there as well. Man with the Golden Gun. And the only reason why Man with the Golden Gun is above all of these is because it's a fun boppy song, and I like the fun boppy Bond songs, if that makes sense. We got that's a very different one. It sounds like a Bond song, fun boppy song. It does not sound like a Bond song, fun boppy song. From Russia with Love is down there at the kind of top of the She's Just Dead tier. It could not move up. No Time to Die being here at the end is, once again, like you just said, George, purely out of the fact that we don't really have any context behind the song yet. It could move higher or it could move down depending on the context. Whether it completely does not fit the film at all, then it could move down slightly. Louis Armstrong's We Have All the Time in the World is a great song. I'm just not sure whether it's a Bond song. That's why it's there. Moonraker is the weakest of the Shirley Bassey triplets that she did. Thunderball with Tom Jones, just because of that note at the end, it kind of stays in that kind of mid tier towards the higher end of the list because it is a fantastic song. Skyfall moved down a tier from when we were talking, and the reason why is because I wanted to I considered the films that were in this mid tier and considered the films that were slightly higher, and thought, honestly, I feel like they are actually better than that song, and I should just kind of move it down because I kind of ranked in my head and I thought I cannot put GoldenEye into the Get a Blaster tier personally, and I believe it's a better song than Skyfall, so that's why it's there in that order. What Is Not Enough, Living Daylights, and then Live and Let Die. Honestly, this tier here is very fringe of this tier up here. It's so difficult to distinguish between this tier and this tier because I didn't want to have an empty tier. These ones, I believe, are a step down from the top of the top. And then we get to the best of the best, the ones which you can just listen to. You've got Diamonds Are Forever, you've got Dr. No, you've got Goldfinger, you've got Nobody Does It Better, A View to a Kill. You then have On Her Majesty's Secret Service theme. And then my top two, License to Kill, and number one, Chris Cornell, You Know My Name. People could have probably guessed that from the Casino Royale review because this song I just rave about all the time. It's one of the only Bond songs that ends up on my normal playlists, which is just fantastic to say in any fact. But this was what Bond needed to return with when it returned with Daniel Craig. And this song is so well suited and is just absolutely fantastic. That's why it's my number one.
So top three, we've got a Casino Royale, we've got License to Kill, and On Her Majesty's. I think that's a pretty solid top three, as top threes go.
I believe so. But yeah.
Cool.
Okay.
The biggest shock I'm going to jump in with is just the
Go
Bond theme. But it's so hard to put a Bond theme when you the Bond theme. Sorry, the Bond theme.
I will judge the Bond theme being there with the fact that I said earlier, I love the original Bond theme, which is why it was originally in the Ghetto Blasters category. The problem I see it with it is, I believe On Her Majesty's Secret Service theme is better than the original Bond theme. I think they improve upon it, and that is possible. You can't hit perfection every time. You set an incredibly high standard, and you build upon it. And if we had the Casino Royale theme in there, that would have, as in like the kind of score, that would have been very high up as well. And I believe that every single song that is above the original Dr. No theme is a song that elevated Bond to a different level for the film that it was involved in. And that's the only reason why they are higher. And it's the reason why Diamonds Are Forever could not go higher, because even though it was a fantastic theme, it shouldn't have been with that film. And I could not put it above any of the others. There we
Okay, there we go. I need to restore balance to the force, I think. So we're going in with mine. I'm gonna be ranking mine live, so bear with me on this, guys, because this might
We've
be
gotta-
this is gonna be a process.
I was just very quickly before we go into it. I am saving my image as well, so we will be able to use it.
That's oh yeah, you can do that. Yeah, I'll do that
Yes,
same
we
with
can.
mine. Now I'm gonna sort of rank this on a different field to the rest. I'm gonna move that to the front, and the reason is
You doing best to worst?
so best is on the left hand side here,
Yeah.
and then it's the same. So everything on the left is going to be the top end of whichever tier it's in. I'm moving this to the side because you can't have Bond without that theme. I do strongly believe that it is one of the best film scores of all time, especially for a character. That song comes on, you've got Imperial March with Darth Vader, you've got all these countless songs, Godfather theme, etc. It's the goddamn James Bond theme. So that is almost its own tier in and of itself. This is my favorite Bond theme in terms of all like the sing-songy ones. But that is James Bond to me, like fundamentally. Like that comes on, it immediately throws you into it, doesn't it, in all fairness? So that's got to be the top. But it's obviously, I would rather listen to Gladys Knight as a song more than I would Dr. No's main theme in isolation, if you know what I mean. This is absolutely on the money. That's going to be next. That's definitely going to be next. Oh, God, these ones. Oh, God, it's Shirley Bassey as well, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Christ almighty. I think it's got to be Chris Cornell, just because it straddles that line of being a rock song. But oh my God, these two as well. Oh God. The riff in that is so tasty though, in Live and Let Die. It's such a taste. Yeah, I'd probably listen to it more than Diamonds Are Forever in all honesty. That is still my favorite Shirley Bassey song though, out of all of them to listen to, I would say. Okay, then we get into the second row. Let's see here. Aha's probably going to go up to the top. Again, these are kind of ones that I would listen to. Like, I know that this one's more iconic to Bond and the sound of Bond, and you could argue it was the first official Bond theme, and that is, the sound of it with the brass and everything. But I ain't gonna lie to you, I'd rather listen to the Aha song than I would Goldfinger. Oh God, let me get to these ones. This is a process, guys. So I'm sorry. This is George is gonna have the same. I know it. Like it's just a process.
But I went in with the iron fist on my tiers. That's why I don't care who I upset.
George, I was going to say George's in a lot better position than we were, which is why I kind of started on mine. I just thought, it's going to take ages to sort on actual.
I'm going by just how I would listen to these. I think I'm going to have to go with GoldenEye, just because I genuinely would listen to that song on its own more than I would Goldfinger. I think Goldfinger's going to stay there because, I mean, just it is iconic. Then it's going to be The World Is Not Enough because I just bloody love that song. And then I think I would listen to the orchestral theme to Honor Majesty's more than Thunderball. So I think I'm happy with that. Goldfinger's just staring at me directly in the middle there, like it should be at a higher rank, but I'm going to keep it there. I'm going to keep it there. Okay, then we have the That's Not Half Bad category. So let's have a look at what we've got here. We've got Lulu, we've got Carly Simon. Oh boy, it's so middle of the road, isn't it? They're just almost all interchangeable with each other. Let's move. I think I'm going to move that to the top. We've got Sheena Easton first. I do genuinely love that theme. I think it's a wonderful ballad, and I do love Bill Conti's influence coming through in there. I think then I've got to have Shirley Bassey's Moonraker again, just the orchestral stuff in that, just how serene it sounds. It's just a really peaceful song to listen to. Then I would probably go with The Man with the Golden Gun. It's bombastic. These songs are probably objectively better than this one, but in terms of one that I have fun listening to or driving around, it probably is going to be that one. Nobody does it better. I'd probably keep it in that order, in all honesty. I've said my piece on Skyfall. I do think it is, as I mentioned, probably one of the best modern Bond songs in terms of matching that sound, but I don't listen to it anywhere near as many times as I do these ones above it. She's Just Dead. Oh, we're getting towards the bottom of the barrel here, guys. Let's see where I'd rank these. So we've got Matt Monroe, we've got Nancy Sinatra. Oh my Christ. Oh boy. This one's a doozy.
I feel like
think-
it's really difficult for you to rank Billie Eilish's in that category, especially
Yeah,
because it's
it's-
so.
It's because it's not out, isn't it?
We
That's
haven't
the-
had
Yes.
enough time. We haven't had enough time with it. We haven't seen it
Mm.
in context of the film. We don't have the opening titles to go with it, and those can elevate a Bond song for me in many ways. So
Yeah.
it is very difficult.
Or deteriorate one.
Well, yeah,
Mm.
exactly. I think I'm going to put Louis Armstrong's one. I think that the song itself and lyrics elevate that to the top. Although again, I'm not too keen on the voice. I think I probably would go. Honestly, I'd probably listen to the Billie Eilish one. It is moody, but I probably would listen to it more than that. And maybe that's because it is fairly recent and I have been listening to it a whole bunch, but I probably would put that there. From Russia with Love, yeah, that's probably right. Yeah, and that'd probably be at the bottom of the tier for me. So I'd keep that there. And then, oh, here we go. We got the triple whammy. Who's going to take the bottom three? I think it is going to go. Oh,
Worse than
no,
Ryan.
no.
Sorry, I
Actually,
can't
no.
type.
I'm going to be controversial on this. That's going to go to the bottom.
Ooh, that is the most controversial thing you've done. Ooh, that's even more controversial.
Hang on.
I know. Chris, we're not allowed to outside influence you, but he wrote the song in 15 minutes.
I'm going to release. Yeah, but she took a demo that she'd already written. That doesn't count. That's even lazier.
He's using someone else's orchestral music.
Correct.
I'm
somehow
genuinely not
nabbed the
letting
Bond
go of the
theme.
left click because I got to talk through this now.
Oh.
I think as a Bond song, Writings on the Wall fits the bill for a Bond song more than Madonna's song does. I think that's fair. Madonna sounds like one that you'd get in a club. Writings on the Wall with the orchestra at the beginning, and lyrically, I think it matches the tone of modern Bond. It's just the voice that I hate. But in the Madonna song, you've got lyrics like, I'm gonna wake up the cycle. I'm like, what the hell is this about? What's it got to do with Bond? But I would rather listen to the Madonna song more than I would this sort of discordant mess of a melody. Can you even call it that? I think I'm going to leave it at that. I think that one is more of a Bond song than Madonna's. But Madonna's is infinitely more listenable for me than Alicia Keys and Jack White. So I would rather listen to Madonna's than this, but I just think for fitting the bill for a Bond song, that one does it slightly better than this one. So I think that's going to be it. Now, these could interchange any day of the week, but I think that's it. And I'm also going to save it. We'll probably be posting these to our socials as well, so we can receive tons of hate mail from everyone. Go easy on us. But yeah, I think that's where I'm going to leave it on that one for now.
No worries. So that's Chris's. I don't think there's any massive shocks, if I'm being honest.
The bottom tier shocked me, as in how you arrange the bottom tier, because personally for me, even the intro for Another Way to Die is better than the other two songs combined without them even singing.
About the oh yeah, that's probably one of the best in my opinion with the Sand Dunes, but by Christ, I hate that song.
No, it's in the actual intro to the song before they start singing. Already elevates it above the other two.
I don't know about
that. Is it time to?
It's my tier list, Tate. It's mine. It's set in
stone. I know.
Let's go for the Georges. And let's see if
look at this.
I can't wait to react to other people's that they post online and just have that controversial, just like, look at it.
Sam Smith is staying there for obvious reasons.
Of course, yeah.
The abomination of bombs. He's on his own level below the levels, if there would be more. I'm going to go from the bottom up because it's just easier for me to work my way up to them. What do I? It's kind of when it gets easier. What do you just least enjoy? Is that how your approach was? Like it's. Because I hate.
What do I least hate? What do I least hate was what
can you not move them the other way? Oh, there we go. I just don't like Fiore's. It comes on and you get the ding ding ding. I'm like, shut up and go skip. But then you skip it and you end up at Octopussy, which is the same narrative. So I skipped that
with
too.
That sweet saxophone though, doesn't it?
Yeah. But then I know if I hit skip again, it's going to get viewed to a kill. So I'm already over.
Good point. Yeah.
Okay. See, Moonraker's Shirley Bassey, but that's the only thing that I really like about it. But then I just kind of wish I hadn't come back. You got to think 1979. It's the sci-fi Bond film, and we didn't get some weird insanity metal sciencey sounding thing. So I don't think it's worse than the. I'm going to skip Moonraker up to there, and then I'm going to Be Polite as Nancy Sinatra, because I don't think it's that's them locked down. I don't listen. Man, it's just deteriorated for me very rapidly. And I want this footage of Christopher Lee listening to it the first ever time I watched the film. I just can't imagine what I think of it.
I think he wanted them to go with the Alice Cooper one, didn't he? I think
it wouldn't
he said
surprise
that,
me.
yeah.
It wouldn't surprise me.
He is a metal singer after all, as is Christopher Lee. So yeah.
Oh, that's half bad. Okay. This is a tough one. I don't even know how to start there, left or right.
Just go with whatever feels right. Just
whichever one. I'm going to stick Sheryl Crow there. I'm kind of going to go because, can I justify them being ahead of them? I absolutely can for Billie. I just love this song, but it's just so un-Bondian, but it's had such an important thing for the Bond franchise. So at the moment, we're going to put it in front of Billie Eilish. Again, give it a couple of years. Billie Eilish, I think, could be nearer the top, depending on the film. For Rush of Love, it's a fun tune to listen to get on with, but I don't have that connection to it. I'm going to put it above Sheryl Crow, but before Another Die. No, but it is a better fuck's sake.
You can move them tears, remember?
Oh no, they're not moving tears.
Okay.
I'm stuck between these two. Billie's going up.
I'm scared.
I know you're scared because I think she's going to there in this rate.
I think.
You know what? I'm going to do it. I think she's got a song that is going to end up in one of these two tiers, but I can't do it without seeing the film.
I think it can end up in second tier. I don't think it'll ever.
That's what I'm thinking. But I physically won't put it there because the film's not out, and that's the rule I've got to make. So, License to Kill's going there. That's it for me. It has grown more on me than it had, but I still, when you look at License to Kill, it just could have had such a more interesting song, especially for what that film is.
I think lyrically, it's pretty on the money though. Like with what is
the lyric. You just needed some. You needed you need another Duran for the way the film is. That's how I was kind of see it. So I'm looking at the film side of it more than that. But I just can't see Timothy Dalton's Bond and Gladys Knight. He's too evil. Anyway, that's the middle tier. I got this one. Okay, all right. Let's get down to it. Thunderbolt's going to go there. Goldeneye's going to go there.
I'm scared of how high Madonna.
I'm also very scared of where you're going to place that.
It's so hard with orchestral.
You put Madonna over Diamonds Are Forever.
I haven't decided yet. I'm still thinking. It's really hard to judge an orchestral, isn't it? Goldeneye's locked in. I'm just thinking, what could I mean, yeah, I do. I think I enjoy them about equally, but that one comes on more. But it's because it's higher up on the playlist to get to newer songs. I'm going to leave that there. Managers can stay there. Goldeneye's going to stay there.
Playing with my emotions, this.
Yeah.
You're scared. Right. You're scared about me doing this, aren't you?
It ain't right.
Scared.
I'm scared about you moving it up to I Am Invincible tier.
I'm not moving. No, my tiers are locked in. It's not moving up to Invincible. But now we are on Invincible. Oh God, this is hard, isn't it? This is fucking hard. Right. I'm going to do this. That's going down there. I just know that's bottom of all these. I'm with you, Chris. This is in its own tier. It can't be taken elsewhere. It just has to stay there. We need to
corner that one off. That needs.
Without that, without half, 3/4 of these songs run off that, and it is the integral part of it. So, Dr. Snow is going to stay there. Well, obviously the Bond theme, and then I'm going to put My Name second. This is getting hard now because I'm in my 80s. These two are staying together. I know this is really dumb, but to me, these are like a double pivot. It's kind of like a Deathly Hallows Part 1, Deathly Hallows Part 2. You've got to be insane to watch one or the other, not both. So, Skyfall I'll put above Wild Is Not Enough. Skyfall, I'm going to... see, now I'm going with what I enjoy listening to, or what am I doing the quality of Bond and its importance to the Bond franchise. But
you got to have a mix of both, though, haven't you?
I know it's got to be Skyfall for me. She isn't, she's not Shirley Bassey. This is the closest we've ever got to Goldfinger, and I'll speak a lot more about Adele next week. But View to a Kill so fucking good, though, isn't it?
Well, this is where you've
It's
got to have
kind of
new inputs.
this is
Like,
wrong.
yeah, like if it came on
I've
the
got to put
radio,
my
which
fist
would you be
down.
more hyped for?
I mean, I'd be hyped for View to a Kill, but I'm also
They're very
hyped for a
different. They're
Doubt.
very different.
They couldn't be
songs,
more.
aren't
They
they?
couldn't be more different. I'm just gonna put it here because this is kind of like the unofficial Goldfinger sequel. Like if you wanted the 50th anniversary and you're not getting Shirley Bassey, which they didn't do, you wanted Adele, who was a big thing, and she still is a big thing, and she's fantastic, and she's the most perfect person, traditional Bond artist they could have ever had. So I'm gonna leave her there. I think she was just perfect for what they did, and I love the song. And always wanted to say Chicken Little, because the sky is falling, it's crumbling. But I feel so bad putting Duran Duran there.
I know. I see your reason though. I can see your reason.
They stick together. They stick together. Ahara and Duran Duran stick together for me. I can't, because I can't say I prefer one to the other either. I'm literally keeping these two on an equal level for me. They're there based on the release dates. So like, if there was a way to equal them out, they would, because I can rendition Aha, I can rendition Duran Duran, but Duran Duran's got one of my favorite ever credit scenes moment, which is the weird noise they make and Roger Moore turns and you get the red circles coming up, the lasers. So I think I'm done.
Okay.
I think I'm shocked. I'm shocked that I put on there, but you know what? The last few years, it's grown more and more on me.
I think I've done the maths right on this one. But between the three of us, that would mean My Name comes in first place. The original James Bond.
We're not doing averages. That's not we don't need to do averages.
I was going to say, do we not need to know a top three or?
Well, we've got our top three.
If we did averages, Madonna's going to be higher because she's jumped up on mine, hasn't it? So the averages would work in your favor.
That's fair.
He's last though.
Yeah, we know exactly who's last if we do averages and stuff like that. But no, that was interesting to see how different people rank the Bond films. I'll be honest, even with my own ranking, some days it will be completely different. Depending on what song I listened to previously. Like I said,
so subjective. Like it's based on your mood, what's going on in your life at that moment, what you're in the mood to listen to. So yeah, it's. I think like your top ones. You'll always know your top ones that are always going to be there. But and you'll notice as well. Obviously, as we mentioned, this was our first tier list. This was really fun to do. Very controversial, but still very fun to do. There's still a lot of. I mean, there's no underneath the mango tree. That wasn't in our list.
I was going to say if we were only accepting the themes where people sang in Under the Mango Tree instead of Doctor No theme.
Mango Tree. But I mean, if we do want to milk the whole Bond thing for all it's worth, maybe we could come back. If you guys want to see that, if you want to see us rank some other Bond songs, like the lesser known ones, the credit songs, the
alternate songs.
Bond songs. There are other ones out there. We could easily do another tier system for that as well. So
the parody Bond songs.
Parody, chuck those in. Why not? But yeah, I guess like handing over to everyone else. Not just telling us your favorite Bond themes. Any controversial picks for tonight? What has really shook you?
What would their controversial picks be? That's what I want to hear now.
I want to
hide from it.
I just want to see just the absolute worst tier list of my life. Just everything looks completely wrong. Everything's reversed. Just someone who puts Madonna in top tier and puts like the original Bond theme in bottom tier. I just want to see
putting original Bond theme in tier 2 was near enough that mistake, I'd say.
That we were right out of the gate on that one. Weren't we?
I know.
That was the first one.
First pick, first person. It's like, what? But, alas, here we are. But as we said, people, tweet us yours. Do it. That's it. The link's in the description. Fill it out, put it in order, save it, tweet it to us, and we'll retweet them and we'll reply to them because we aren't monsters, even though some of our picks may have been monstrous.
I was going to say, we've saved all of our pictures, I think, so we'll probably be posting our ones to social medias as well. We'll give this video a little bit of time to breathe before we go and spoil what we actually ranked. But please do share the ones that you've got. Save it as a picture, tweet it at us, send it to our Facebook, whatever you got to do, because we'd love to hear some of your choices as well and see some of your controversial picks. But yeah, I think that'll do it for the tier list. If you guys enjoyed this, do let us know. Be very vocal about it. If there's anything we can improve on, what other tier lists you'd like to see in the future as well. might not just be Bond related. You know, there are so many different franchises out there that we could do them for. Even if you want to keep it to just Bond related, let us know some of the ones that you'd like to see, and we'll see if we can't wrangle them together in the future. George, what else have we got coming out as of this moment?
Oh, so Skyfall, as we said, next Tuesday, the 21st of December, we'll be speaking about that song in a bit more detail. Again, I guess we can say Skyfall, Spectre, and No Time to Die. We haven't really been able to delve in properly with the songs and stuff, so more reasons to check out those. So Skyfall's coming next Tuesday. James Bond quiz is going to come next Thursday, a week from today, the 23rd of September. That's 1 week before the film comes out over here in the UK. Bracket, sorry, America. So obviously we'll be waiting a little bit longer, but do join us live for the quiz. That'll be at the usual time of 8 o'clock, so do check that out with us. We'll have more details on social media, and I don't know what else is coming films. By the time this goes up, what are we going to have? The Green Knight's well over a week away in the UK, even though most people, I think, have got the Blu-ray in America now, shows how badly we've been screwed over there. And a few other things have come out, so do check the channel. As I said, we've been covering new releases, and as we said, Bond is soon. It's the next big release, and a lot of films are moving away from it. And I think Venom's coming out tomorrow at the time of this coming out in America, not here. And none of us want to watch it, so we've been spared another month having to put up with it for an hour and a half, no matter how terrible it may be. So lots of things are happening, but as we said, we're getting closer to the new Bond release date, and at the moment, I'm not going to lie, that's all I really care about.
Absolutely. Tate, any final thoughts from you on it as well?
I love the Bond music. I want to hear more of it. Like this entire kind of tier list thing has just kind of made me just want to just go and stick it on again, and just stick it on and listen to it wherever I go. And I'm so hyped for No Time to Die, and it's going to be coming out soon. And yeah, I guess that's it.
I think my final words, what I'll say on it is, I'm concerned of how long after the fact I'm still going to be listening to my Bond playlist on Spotify. I mean, obviously I've been in Bond mode with this retrospective, but how long after No Time to Die will I still be listening to nothing but that playlist? And I'm a little bit scared, but I'm loving it at the same time too. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed this video. Please do let us know. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll catch you guys on the next video. Take care, everyone.